Right now at 5, it's Memorial Day. A look at the celebrations and services across the region. And a half century of giving back, one burger at a time.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Well, happy Memorial Day, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off today. Today in La Crosse, residents line the streets to honor fallen soldiers. The annual Memorial Day Parade in La Crosse is a tradition more than a century in the making. Bands from area high schools march, and veterans from surrounding towns are honored for their service. Vietnam veteran Kenneth Iverson says he's never missed a parade.
Dad was in the service during World War II, and like I said, I was in the Vietnam War when I was at that age too. So it's just the deal of Memorial Day and the veterans and everything that keeps me coming back.
The parade concluded with a service at Oak Grove Cemetery. This year's honor ride had motorcycle engines roaring across Wisconsin. The 15th annual ride brought veterans and civilians together to honor those who have served. Riders from around the state traveled to the high grounds in Neillsville for the Day of Remembrance.
In honor of veterans, we take our time, come together, and come to places like this, and remember the people that have given their last effort and their final bit of devotion to the nation.
All proceeds from the ride go toward programs for veterans and their families. Governor Tony Evers ordered all flags to half-staff this morning. Each year, flags across the state are lowered from sunrise to noon. In a statement, Evers said, "We solemnly pay tribute to service members throughout our nation's history who have given their lives in service of the freedoms, principles, and values we hold dear." Congressman Derek Van Orden celebrated Memorial Day in Sparta, first giving keynote remarks to fellow veterans at a ceremony at Blyton Veterans Park, then participating in a wreath-laying ceremony at VFW Post 2112, honoring Navy sailors lost at seas. Van Orden says today is a day for all Americans to come together.
When I was in the service, we never cared if you were a Republican or Democrat or Independent or Libertarian. We just knew you were an American, and all these people died protecting our freedoms. So that maybe we could just have one day where we put all that aside and just look to the flag.
Van Orden also emphasized the importance of events like these to inspire the next generation of heroes. Well, it's a burger stand serving up more than food this Memorial Day. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget has more from Prairie du Chien.
For the last 50 years, on every single Memorial Day, Pete's Hamburger Stand right here in Prairie du Chien donates all of their proceeds to local charities.
The idea started after the owner's relative thought it would be a good way to honor the veterans within their family. On top of the money made from sales, none of the workers take home paychecks to help boost the donation. Since the fundraiser started, Pete's has donated hundreds of thousands back to the community.
For many, many years, we've given to the Eagles and Heart Cancer Telethon, the food pantry in town, Paula's Purse, through Gunderson.
The family says it's their small way of saying thanks to the community that's kept them in business for the last 116 years.
Now, Pete's is usually only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but for Memorial Day, they made an exception. They will also be open the Monday of Labor Day. Reporting in Prairie du Chien, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Yeah, it was basically a wonderful, fantastic Memorial Day weekend with temperatures back in the 70s. Cool mornings. We actually had some records in how long of a stretch. We had 3 days of really the coldest low temperatures we've had quite a while for La Crosse, but that didn't mean the afternoon was actually quite pleasant. But things are changing. We have showers back in the picture for Tuesday and Wednesday. But in the meantime, there's your high temperatures, plenty of 70s. We should be about 75 or 76, so a few degrees below average, but all in all, not too bad. We did an afternoon cloud cover build up. We have more cloud cover this evening as the system approaches from the west, so cloudy skies eventually overnight, getting back down to 63 at 10 p.m. for La Crosse, and similar story for Eau Claire, getting back down to 61 as cloud cover continues to increase. Temperatures will fall off, but we're not expecting as cool conditions that we've had for the past couple nights. There's all the precipitation of a system out to the west, really is not at the surface. The system is well aloft, so that's why there's no reflection on the map there, but that is the precipitation and eventually will reach us. It's not going to be anything like we saw last Tuesday morning with the light to moderate rainfall. It'll be more spotty, but for tonight, dry conditions, more 50s waking up, which is more where we should be. Later on, we'll break down when to expect to rain for Tuesday, how much, and how long these cool conditions will last, because we do have some 80s in the forecast, but it's going to take a few days.
I'm quoting you. Wonderful, wonderful, fantastic is a perfect way to describe this
Very
past
dry,
weekend.
very pleasant conditions for me, especially. I like low 70s and low humidity.
Yeah, it was your type of weather.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Greg. Americans are celebrating the holiday across the country, marking the day with parades and flowers. Along New York's Hudson Bay, wreaths were placed in the river and service members unfurled a giant flag. Overhead, a salute in the symbolic missing man formation, a single aircraft splitting away.
I always remember, my brothers and sisters who never came home. I did 3 tours. On one of the first one, 2 men did not come home. We got lucky the second time, and on the third one, a man died also.
At Washington's Vietnam Memorial and in a parade along Constitution Avenue, tributes and salutes to those who fought for their nation and never made it home. It's the viral video getting a lot of clicks. The French president allegedly slapped by his wife. Plus, pure heart-stopping. A rental truck suddenly explodes.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Elevate the look of your home with new carpet. With stylish designs and excellent durability, indoor-outdoor carpet is perfect for decks, patios, basements, and more. Anderson Carpet is only 89 cents a square foot after rebate. Check out our newest selection of landscape lighting. They're easy to install and solar-powered with no wiring needed. Get an 11% rebate and all outdoor lighting at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
If nagging, persistent joint pain has upended your life, listen, there's a solution for long-lasting relief. No surgery, drugs, or downtime. QC Kinetics uses a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and more. QC Kinetics targets the source of your pain, not just the symptoms. Thousands of patients have experienced life-changing results, and they're right here. Find out if you're a candidate for this game-changing therapy. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Video shows a Penske box truck exploding in suburban Chicago. It happened over the weekend. A home security camera caught the blast. The driver was hurt but is okay. 4 homes nearby suffered some damage. Authorities say the blast was from a leaking propane tank being hauled in the truck. In England, one is in custody after a car plowed through fans celebrating Liverpool's FC's Premier League title. Police say the 53-year-old man was from the Liverpool area. It's not clear how many people may have been hurt. President Donald Trump commemorated Memorial Day at Arlington National Cemetery while also getting tough on Russia. CBS's Erica Brown has more from the White House.
Taps played after President Trump placed a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, a somber annual Memorial Day tradition.
President Trump.
During his remarks at Arlington National Cemetery, the president commemorated the servicemen and women who died in service to their country.
They gave everything, and we owe them everything and much, much more.
Vice President J.D. Vance also reflected on their sacrifice.
The very best way to honor the fallen is to only ask the next generation to make the ultimate sacrifice when they absolutely must. We must be cautious in sending our people to war.
While the president honored Americans lost in battle, he's stepping up criticism of Russian President Vladimir Putin after Russia's largest aerial attack on Ukraine since their war began.
We're in the middle of talking and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
Ukrainian officials say more than a dozen people were killed after more than 350 drones struck Ukrainian cities.
He's killing a lot of people. I don't know what's wrong with him. What the hell happened to him, right?
The Kremlin responded to Trump's comments, saying there is a, quote, emotional overload of everyone involved. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
French President Emmanuel Macron is downplaying a moment caught on camera. His wife appears to shove him in the face. It happened as they were leaving their plane. Macron's office says the couple were just having a laugh. The pair are currently on a tour of Southeast Asia. Well, one of the stars of the reality show Duck Dynasty has died. Phil Robertson died yesterday. His family says the reality star died months after he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Duck Dynasty aired from 2012 through 2017. It followed the Robertson family and their duck hunting business in Louisiana. Robertson was 79 years old. Still to come, 50 years after Jaws, one swimmer faces the fears head-on with a 12-day journey.
And unfortunately, our dry conditions are going to come to an end as rain showers come back in the picture for Tuesday and Wednesday, along with some cooler temperatures. But it's not going to last too long, and we still got some 70s, even 80s in the forecast. We'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn weather update after the break.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about with every sip, every bath, every day. And easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
In every case, we fight to achieve the best possible result.
We were referred to Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben because of their integrity and their great work that they have done before.
I definitely made the right decision by hiring Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
I am 100% happy in how they handled this case.
Calling Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben right away was the best thing I ever did.
Representing accident victims for over 40 years, Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
It's customer appreciation time at Wesco, and we're saying thank you with exclusive savings on furniture and bedding, and your deal is just one spin away. Every spin wins, whether you're upgrading your bedroom or furnishing your dream living room. Now's the perfect time to save in style. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Stop in and spin before this deal rolls away. And don't forget to tell them Peyton sent you.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or get over $5,300 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new dual media water softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, this year is the 50th anniversary of the movie Jaws, and the movie sure didn't scare this swimmer. Lewis Pugh swam around the entire Martha's Vineyard, the island where much of the movie was filmed. In 12 days, Pugh swam over 62 miles, calling it the toughest swim of his life.
Always knew this swim was going to be a tough swim, but when you put the wind and then the waves and then the distance and then thinking about what is beneath you all the time, it adds up. It becomes attritional after a while.
That is one brave fella. Researchers estimate humans kill about 100 million sharks every year. Pugh hopes the swim can change public perceptions and encourage protections for the sharks. Well, it wasn't quite swimming weather this Memorial Day weekend, but lots of people were out fishing, running, soaking up the incredible weather, Greg.
Yeah, pretty much our temperatures got back up into the 70s too. Cool start. In fact, La Crosse set a 3-day record for having on average, the coldest start to Memorial Day weekend for these 3 days when they were actually in the upper 30s, low 40s. So that meant a dry atmosphere, but we got plenty into the sunshine in the afternoon, gave us some 70s. Unfortunately, we're going to go back to clouds and showers, but nothing like we saw last Tuesday morning. If you remember all the moderate rainfall and the heavy rainfall that we saw, we're going to see showers come back in for Tuesday through Wednesday. It's going to be periods of showers, not all day long, and the rain amounts are going to be far less than we saw, but we're going to have a lot of cloud cover. That'll bring the temperatures back down into the 60s for both days. We'll get close to maybe 70 on Wednesday with a few breaks in the clouds, less showers probably that day. 70s come back Thursday, dry conditions, and it looks like we're going to be back into the 80s. At this point, upper 70s at about average once we get Friday and the next weekend, so 80s will be coming back, probably the low 80s and could be warmer. But really for this evening, it's just going to be increasing cloud cover. It's going to become overcast eventually later on as really the system to the south, the west of us begins to approach, but remaining dry and much more milder than we saw for the last several days. We're going to be more into the 50s as you wake up, but really as you see, the precipitation takes a while even to get into central Iowa, and eventually we see some showers begin to approach west of the river by 4 to 5 a.m. Once we get to the morning commute, I think a lot of areas will remain dry, but there's an opportunity to see a few showers here and there, but nothing steady expected really until probably we get to 8 to 9. You start seeing all this activity develop, and then by noon it's more just scattered showers throughout the whole area as it begins to rotate around this low to the north, and that'll be the kind of the trend, although I think we will see a break in the afternoon as everything kind of gets pushed to the west. So the evening commute may be actually dry for a lot of areas unless you're west of the river where you'll see more showers and more steadier rain as you go further west towards Mankato. Then overnight, probably drier conditions, even a few breaks, but we will have another round, probably more showers coming in probably into Wednesday. Overall, as you see the temperatures tonight, more in the 50s. That's the good news. As we go for tomorrow, we're going to be only in the 60s, mid 60s, upper 60s at some spots, but definitely cooler than we've had. As we go into then the following day, that shower activity comes back into play. There's a good chance that Wednesday's activity is going to be more centered I-90 further south, and this has it more picked up for those areas in the morning. A little bit more into the afternoon hour, it gets a little bit more activity further north, so we'll see if that pans out. But Wednesday, once again, just showers. It's not going to be steady rainfall. We'll keep those temperatures cooler, but I think we will a degree warmer. Then going into Thursday, drier conditions. We have more sunshine Thursday going into Friday, and that's the better story with the temperatures too. But overall, going into Wednesday, the lows, once again, 50s as you start off Wednesday. Shower activity probably more towards the morning. There won't be an all-night type rain. And then Wednesday, I think a few more breaks or a few dry periods might allow temperatures to get a few degrees warmer, maybe upper 60s in some areas. If we get a little bit more sun, maybe getting close to 70, but those showers will be off and on. Then as we go Thursday, 70s pretty much area wide, more clouds in the morning, probably more sun in the afternoon, and then we kind of jumped over the 80s there, potentially coming back in for Friday. As you see the next weekend, low 80s, mild, that's a few degrees above average, and that looks dry all the way until potentially next Tuesday. We have more showers and thunderstorms coming in, getting close to 84. By that point, really our average into early June is getting close to 80 at that point.
Yeah, that's a nice 4-day stretch right there.
So it looks right now, yeah, dry stretch. We should be around 80s, the low 80s, and fairly dry too, once again. So it could be another good weekend.
Yeah, looks like it. All right, thanks, Greg. Music's biggest stars gather in Las Vegas tonight for the American Music Awards. Who's performing and who might take home the top prizes after the break?
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher.
Yes.
Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy.
Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing on all 2025 Equinox models. Plus, get no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Visit HometownChevy.com.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, in just a few hours, the 51st American Music Awards, the world's largest fan-voted award show, will celebrate music's biggest artists and honor U.S. troops live from Las Vegas. CBS News correspondent Andres Gutierrez has more from the red carpet.
Excitement is building in Las Vegas for tonight's American Music Awards show.
They not like us. They not like us.
Rapper Kendrick Lamar is this year's most nominated artist, leading the pack with 10, followed by Post Malone, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, and Shabuzi. Gloria Estefan is returning to perform on the AMA stage 35 years after the Miami Sound Machine won the American Music Award for Best Group or Duo.
I'm going to have fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful theater. And I'm psyched. I'm psyched to be here and happy to be back in Vegas.
I'ma stay country or die trying.
Blake Shelton promises a treat for country music fans.
Stay country or die trying is like an anthem, and I'm just excited to sing it and put my heart into it.
Becky G says she's excited to perform her new hit Que Haces live for the first time with Manuel Tucero.
Right place, right time, right collaboration. And so I think when the signs are there, you got to listen.
Show producers say Jennifer Lopez will kick off the night with an electrifying number before she assumes hosting duties.
What makes it so special is that the fans vote. They tell you who they love and who they think is the best artist of the year, who's the best pop artist.
And 11-time winner Janet Jackson will perform on the AMA stage for the first time since 2018. This year, she's being honored with the AMA Icon Award. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Las Vegas.
Looks like it's going to be quite a show. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this break.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. We're your one-stop shop for everything you need. Get truckload savings on items you need every day for everyone in your household. We have it all, from big to small and everything in between. Get the power you need with Energizer, the longest-lasting battery. Menards has the largest in-stock selection of Energizer batteries. Right now, get an 11% rebate on all Energizer batteries.
Save big money at Menards.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no-obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy, and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
With Dupixent, stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal your skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
All right, more cloudy conditions overnight. That'll keep the temperatures more mild, more seasonable. We should be in the 50s. We haven't seen that for 40s and even 30s this weekend, but that'll be the story. Dry too, but it is going to get wet. Showers Tuesday and Wednesday, not an all-day type rain, more clouds than actually precipitation, but it keeps the temperatures down 60s. But 70s will be back. Just wait until Thursday. They're coming back.
Yeah, a couple of days of rain won't hurt
just
anyone,
a little bit.
Especially with what we have to look forward to. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. We'll see you at 6.